I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I want to ask you though, you did 4 of these, and obviously they've
Mhm.
had some impact. How did doing TED Talks impact your career or your organization? In fact, you know, because sometimes, like my TED Talk, I would say did blah 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 blah. How did your TED Talk affect your career or your organization? Your TED
Uh,
Talks.
well, honestly, I would say, especially my second one, really gave me a lot of recognition. That one had actually started being used in college curriculums. I don't want to say it went viral, but it's got a lot of views. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation's Trinity Challenge is using it as part of their educational course. Like I was very proud of that, and I'm proud of all of them, but that one was, I think, by far and away like a runaway. My goal, for the record, when I created these, wasn't necessarily what was to put information out there. But my goal with this was essentially to create, I want to say, a mark on the world, in the sense that, when I die, if anybody that's related to me looks back and says, well, what did great uncle Nick do, or something like that, there's tangible proof that I'm attempting to contribute to the greater knowledge of society in a way that I can. And you may disagree with some of the premises in my talk, but you can't say I didn't try. you know
Yeah, yep, yep, yep. And that's so critical. My organization is 100% behind that. We believe that completely.
yeah.
It make your impact. Make
Yeah,
your impact.
absolutely. And I saw that in your opening. Yeah, how are you going to change 1% or impact your day 1%, or whatever that was? And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you're never going from 0 to 60 in a second, right? It's obviously it's incremental change. It's like cybersecurity. Every little thing that you do to make yourself more secure makes you that much harder to hit. Everything
Yeah.
you do to improve your life makes you that much more improved.
Well, and I look at the things, and I'll just share this thought with everyone. That is one of those solutions that, people don't like this term, but it could very well be considered a major billion trillion dollar solution. How much money is lost because somebody has hacked Microsoft system or Target system? How many people ended up losing their jobs behind Target's having to cut back because they got sued so much, or T-Mobile? Those type of solutions that you're presenting to say, hey, stay out of this, because people can try to steal from you.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's big time. So if you're in corporate, all I'm saying, that's big time money solution that you can't really put a dollar on, because you may charge $100,000, but if you protect them for $100 million, isn't that worth it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And what a lot of people don't realize is that what we are witnessing, without actually witnessing it, is the single largest wealth transfer in history, and it's going on right now. And
Yes.
in 2017, we essentially had a prediction that by the end of 2021, as in 10 days from now, basically we collectively, you, me, our governments, businesses, everybody, will have spent about $1 trillion on cyber defense strategies. That's firewalls, antivirus, awareness training, all this kind of stuff, risk management, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But by the end of 2021, the prediction in 2017 was that criminal hackers, will have extracted over $6 trillion from us, basically in insurance payouts and ransoms and all of these kinds of things. It's even the, grandma in Idaho that has to pay $500, to unlock her computer, kind of thing. All of this adds up to about $6 trillion. And now the estimate is, in the next 2 years or so, that $6 trillion is going to cap over $10 trillion. This is a huge problem. Cyber insurance, by virtue of this, is also having a reckoning, because they've not been able to quantify risk at all, in any real effective way, and they're just getting their shirts handed to them at this point. The
Hmm.
attackers are eating their lunch because the payouts are insane, and we've seen these rise and rise and rise, and that's in part because cyber insurance doesn't know how to quantify this or enforce policies, but also because of cryptocurrency, which makes it much harder to track these gangs for intelligence agencies and law enforcement as well. So, it's kind of a double-edged sword. But yeah, to your point, I mean, we are living in a precarious time, and the only benefit, the only silver lining to that is organizations that are getting hit now. Nobody wants to get hit, but it's mitigated in the sense of, well, we're now joining one of the million companies this year that got hit. It's not
They
just
got it.
us, it's everybody.
Yeah.
You're no longer a unicorn. What the
Yeah.
unicorn is the company that's been impervious to this, and it's either because they've been flying under the radar and haven't been hit yet, or they're so on the ball with cybersecurity because they've got an army of nerds like me that are doing this kind of stuff that, here we are. So it's
Yeah.
crazy.